Antonio is asking, I would like to know about collective thoughts and memories. Are there places where these streams are denser than others, such as in the city compared to nature, at a market compared to a temple? Or is the whole planet the same? No, it's not the same. There is definite differences in energies. You are the collective, as we spoke about the mind, we spoke about that the mind is constructed within consciousness, and the aspect of the mind that is memory is also within consciousness. And we spoke about in our kosha lecture, only at the level of Annamaya kosha there is a certain level of perceivable boundary. As we dial in, we find boundaries disappear. Now at the Manamaya kosha level, there is definitely less separating boundary. So there is individual flows into the collective. Depending on what consciousness state you are maintaining, you start to pick up onto the collective. And that is why a personal culture of strengthening your energy, not just meditation. Meditation is very, very important, but it must be supported with a Shakti practice, which strengthens our energetic field, which strengthens our pranic field, which creates that strong flow of Shakti. Then we are less susceptible to sink into the collective stress, the collective pain body. Now, you get into that only when you have that element within you. If you don't have that frequency within you, then there can be all kinds of channels floating and you won't pick that signal. If you find ourselves that when we are in certain environment, whether it is a city or going into office, when we're picking something up, then we must learn that we are tuning into that. And we must learn to elevate our own status. So that's a signal towards you strengthening and raising up your vibration, intensifying your sadhana further. Clear? Adding more Shakti to your practice so that there is a energy radiating outward instead of you becoming energy depleted. Wherever there is energy rich environment, that will prevail. So if your environment, personal environment, is energetically depleted, then you are very susceptible to the collective pain body, the collective unconscious, the collective memories. And in the beginning stages of our journey, it is definitely helpful to be in environments where there is a conscious effort being made to uplift. Or if we don't have those spaces, even being in nature, being around trees and streams and mountains where there is less humans definitely helps in the beginning. But we don't want to get attached to that idea. Okay, we don't want to get attached to that oh, I only need the mountain to be in that state. Okay, I always need to be in Badrinath to feel and experience Babaji. Then everybody will be in Badrinath and Badrinath will be in Delhi. As we progress also to have that part of our life to retreat, to step away from these clusters, right? It helps us to step away, take silence, to step away and be in a certain level of aloneness, or go into environments where there is a conscious. That's what the ashramas were. You come, you raised your vibration, you dove deep, and then you went out and fulfilled the role that you were playing into the world. Some people stayed, but then mostly came and left. That was the purpose of the ashrams or gurukulas. Clear? And same with the forest so we must go, but we must leave also. We must not all move to the forest and the forest will become like city. So please go to the forest, but then leave also. Don't stay there. Otherwise, forest will not be a forest. But it is definitely helpful to be around moving environment, especially around water bodies. The energy, around the water, there is greater ions in the air. The ion, when the negative charge is more there, so there is more prana in the air. In the higher mountains, there is greater ions. So you find where there is greater plant body. Also, when there is greater vibration, there is a lot of sadhana and chanting going on. There is a greater pranic field. You can feel that as you enter the space. Again, you have to have receptivity to it. If you don't have, you don't know how to see the leopard in the forest. Leopard can be standing in front of you and you're like, where is it? So you need to know how to see. If you do not know how to see, then you cannot see. It doesn't matter. So even if for you to see the chariot of Krishna in the cloud, you need to be able to detect that pattern. Otherwise, for somebody, it's like, what? It just looks like a rabbit to me. So you have to have that ability. But if you have developed that sensitivity, you can sense that as you enter certain high vibrational fields.